It's raining today. Oh! Someone new! Ha! Wait a minute! Wait. Okay. This is weird. As someone who watches Mythical Morning... Hey, I'm Sarah. Peaceful on the surface, chaos underneath. Welcome to my world. Let's get into it. And we continue today with Tavern Talk. And we are here on... I don't know if it's chapter or day. I think it's chapter. Chapter 7? Right? Starlight Sonata, chapter 7, Crossroads of 3. Third of the Astral Moon. Let's see what this day brings us. Oh! Hey! Good morning! Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. Yeah, he's not talking much, huh? What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. He was! It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please! Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Smart and sparkly. Does she want this? This is the sparkliest drink we have. A speaking nebula. The purple drink. For a yellow cat. Person. There we go. A fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you! This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. Nothing it is then. That's what you get for not ordering anything. So, has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. Because it was? It was very interesting to see a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where did you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a fallen star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it, maybe because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star rain. Did they? No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out, Alithia, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him, and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We're not a duo. Thank you. Oh. I think you're outnumbered on this one, Blaze. She says that you're partners, now you're partners. That's just how it is. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all of those heightened emotions? I didn't. She got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. I felt very well hidden when Alithia suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith's Frost Grip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating. It is. She also told me that I have to work on my stealth. That being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Because she's small? Is that what you mean? Better not tell her that. Better not! So, are you going to work on it? Yes! Blaze is going to show me the ropes! Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. Aww, he cares about her a little bit. That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and return the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No. They were much worse than that. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Yeah. The spoken heart. Oh! Oops. That's too much. Oh. There we go. And then one. and blue. Yeah. A drink just for you. Did he like that? Oh my god, is he blushing again? Thanks. How is it? Fine. That means it's perfect! So, where was I? Ah, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadowbanes and was eager to prove myself. It said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fesoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I never forget the twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute. They were not cute. If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some. Pray you never will. No thanks. You want to encounter that? Okay. You're a child, Millie. Gotta be careful. Innkeep, hand me a drink, will ya? Coming right up, Care. Any preferences? The usual. Something strong and powerful? Exactly. Strong and powerful. This one? Yeah. There we go. Ta-da! A drink. You have a messed up definition of strong. What do you mean? Strength lies in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and yours need a prescription. Excuse me? Come on. I made it just the way it was supposed to be made. What? Say, Innkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure. Got one for me? You bet. It's what my Baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Ooh, thank you, Care. So, since you're here in my tavern unharmed, and in somewhat good spirits, I'm guessing you survived the encounter with the Vyvern Chimera? I did, obviously. Congratulations! You encountered a chimera? Sure did. Lived to tell the tale too. You or the chimera? Both. Cool! Are you a beast slayer? I am. Though this time on no beast was slain. I'm Kellen. You? Millie! The greatest detective in the whole wild world, and this is my assistant! Your assistant got a name? Malachite. You changed your name again? What is happening? Am I supposed to call you Malachite now? I see. So, Millie, you're interested in chimeras? I'm interested in everything, chimeras especially. If you like, I'll tell you the sneaky innkeep in your pumpkin crime over there how I outsmarted one. Yes, please! I would love that. And now his name's Malachite. Okay. Well, alright. Strap in tight then. Our friendly innkeep here sent me on a quest to collect some saliva for the wyvern chimera in the Quag mangrove. It's the key ingredient for vampire sunscreen. That makes sense. The issue is the marshlands, the chimera's home turf. There's no way I could outfight it in its own domain. So I went the route of trickery. My Baba always said all the chimeras she encountered enjoyed some good subterfuge. I ain't really the brainy type, but I thought even if I failed, it might be entertaining enough to help me anyhow. Needed to pick a clever approach, of course, so I did the only reasonable thing to do in this situation. I talked to a mouse. A mouse? A mouse. Found one local to the marshland, offered him a bunch of cheese if he agreed to help me out. It was pretty easy to convince. Why a mouse? Everyone knows chimeras are afraid of mice, dummy! Exactly. I thought it was scared. I thought if it was scared, it might use its 3 brains less. So I dressed up the mouse in the best wizard regalia I could find and made myself invisible. You can do that? Not usually, but the innkeep's drink come with great perks. They do indeed, though I do not recall granting you invisibility. Yeah, invisibility might be too strong a word. But with the wits I got from your drink, I remembered something. Chimeras have a hard time discerning between different shades of green. Ooh, I think I know where this is going. Got quite the hand of camouflage, so I figured I'd put it to good use. I gathered some underbrush, sticks and leaves, and made some glue from tree resin and spit. Spit? Everything holds together better with spit. Let me jot that down. Sure thing, kiddo. So I put it all together into a cloak of camouflage. Put some mud on my face and was ready to go. So, dressed up and camouflaged, the mouse and I, unseen, approached the chimera. It was resting near a muddy stream, and 2 of its heads were in deep discussion about the sanctity of canon compliance. What kind of heads did it have? Besides the dragon one, obviously. Classic lion and a snake head combo. Of course, all of them had us approaching. First they seemed curious, but all 3 of them froze up when they saw the mouse. The little thing looked mighty tall with his improvised wizard hat. I stayed right behind him, making his footsteps sound heavy. My camouflage seemed to work. The different shades of green and brown made me blend into the marshy landscape. From up close I could see the chimera trying to hide its fear as the mouse drew near, so I started the show. The mouse, or me, same thing at that point, loudly announced that he was a great wizard. And he had to come collect spellcasting ingredients for his plane switching spell. He was prepared to fight, but was willing to bargain if the chimera valued its life. To underline its great power and everything, I even made him float in my invisible hand. Luckily for me, the chimera was more than ready to take up the offer. Though it did briefly argue with itself on whether fleeing was the better option. The snake wanted to fight, but only until the mouse growled. Or I growled. One and the same, really. So the great mouse mage stated his conditions in no uncertain terms. 1 bucket of saliva, and in return he would leave the chimera in peace forever. Helped a lot that he could summon the bucket out of thin air. briefly lost my sanity when there was more in-creature arguing, but finally the Chimera agreed. It filled the bucket with plenty of saliva with a disturbingly quick time frame. Happy to have avoided any monumental violence, the mouse wizard and his bucket of valuable Chimera saliva floated away, promising that he would keep his honorable word. What an incredible ruse. Guess I got some of my Baba's brains and charm after all. More than some, it seems. Let's not get too carried away. Once we were out of sight, I had to keep up my own end of the deal, of course. After getting out of my camouflage, I thanked the mouse and gave him the enormous amount of cheese I had promised him. Wouldn't that much cheese be way too heavy for a single mouse to carry? Turns out the mouse was actually a wizard after all. Had some sort of dimensional pocket he could store it all in. Disappeared with the cheese and just left his ridiculous hat with me. Bid the farewell before I could ask him why he hadn't said something sooner. About the whole wizard thing, you know? Ah, a typical mouse with a wizard hat, I see. I prefer the detectives, personally. Me too! Afterwards, I thought I was in the clear, when suddenly I felt something breathing heavily right behind me. When I turned around, I was looking right into the scary eyes of a wyvern chimera. Apparently it had wanted to know where the wizard would take his leave so that it could have a more secure spot. Thought I was about to be smoked. But apparently Baba was right. They do like a good ruse. So it wasn't mad? No, it was amused, impressed even. In return for making its week, it let me live and left me with some strange words. Strange words? Stranger than a talking dragon head. I mean, that's kind of what dragon heads do, right? I'm not sure. Maybe they do typically speak in prophecies. Prophecies? That's what it said it was giving me. It said, hope will fall and hope will rise. A hero will tether its final tread, buying the past and keeping the dead. Sound like a bunch of bullshit to me. How blasphemous! Oh, how blasphemous! I get it mixed up sometimes, these voices. Didn't say it wasn't real, but why do they gotta make these things so cryptic? Ain't no one got time to interrupt this kind of stuff. That's the thing with prophecies, no need to interpret them, you'll realize exactly what they mean soon enough. What hero do you think it was talking about? No clue. I bet it's you. I ain't no hero. I think you might be, Care. You know what would be very heroic of you? What? If you brought that saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure his happiness about finally being able to walk in the sun again will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Guess I owe that leech a thanks for providing me with its strange adventure. Did you have fun? It was... fun? Yes, I'll admit it. It was fun. Just wish I could tell my Bob all about it. But you make a good stand-in, Innkeep. Thank you. I try. Now, any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? Last saw him in the Gaia Temple. The priests might know where he went. I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. The information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a greatsword? That's it. Sure thing. Right now? Is right now okay? I've got the time. It might take you more than one lesson though. That's okay, I've always got time. It's a deal then. I'll show you the basics and you tell me where to find the vampire. Yippee! That is, if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. Okay, kiddo. Let's go. Innkeep, can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Will do. Are you coming too, Mel? No. I'll stay here and have another drink. Okay. You can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon. I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wits, stealthiness, and giant swords. I know you will. But first I gotta practice. See you later. It's just you and me now. I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet, no. Come right up. Okay. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. Why does he do that every time? This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. Aww. So... Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. He pondered for a long time. Hiya, Innkeep. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard for you. On you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too. See if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes! The werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves. That's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, not least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yeah, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of the night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it? I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replacing these tomatoes." I don't even know if I could put them back. You can never put back what's lost. But you can always replace it with something new. Oh, that's me. Oops. I'm not sure what you can replace the stars. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right. But it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. I'm just happy everyone is okay. Did you check on Care yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did, outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? I knew it. It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm. And to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into the greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Kellen doing alright. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? In case I run into more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. 1,000 wins. Ooh. It looks interesting. Okay. Oh, wait. This needs an infusion, doesn't it? Because there's two... yeah, okay. What kind of infusion can I use for this? It needs... I could use that. I'll use this one because at least that has... that gives me these two. Which I definitely need. And then we'll just have two. There. That one's done. And then... There! A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you! Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. She makes the best drinks, right? They're okay. Just okay? Come on, Malachite. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me. What do you mean by that? Well said. Thank you. What do you mean by that? By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger. And I come here a lot. They're also an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderful, exciting things it could bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachite. Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge that truth behind all traits. All this. But I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zophord could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Sounds like Zophord is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zophord isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Fesoa and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but... Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needed to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Millie just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young, so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Oh my god, she's mad. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we could put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all the star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around, with less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Sofort is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews? I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fears stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe that is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad that having to go back home. Don't worry, go home, fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. Aw, that was nice. I wonder how many times Saphir, Blaze, or Malachite, or whatever we should call him now, is gonna change his name. Chapter 8. New Horizons. It's raining today. Oh! Someone new! Ha! Wait a minute! Wait. Okay. This is weird. As someone who watches Mythical Morning, okay. Sorry, my brain is just a little buffering right now because I watch Rhett and Link. Mythical. Okay. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. That's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through a primordial vortex. And Did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a dip of primordial sea to enhance the creature, and that should have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Practically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? No, actually. That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. No need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just Innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, Innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something... something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha. Okay. So... he wants this one. Okay. The purple drink. Speaking Nebula. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing! I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater too. Never mind, the explanation would be too complex to grasp, so... what complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria? Who would that be? Doesn't matter. You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to— excuse me! Wait. This is Jacksepticeye. What is happening right now? Huh? Okay. Top of the morning to you, lad. And you, Innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Okay. Don't come after me when I'm just making associations. So with Hex, he said good mythical morning, and that's basically the mythical channel, you know, Red Link. And I do know that like top of the morning, that's something very Irish, and I associated that with Jacksepticeye because he always says it in his videos. Or used to. So yeah. They might not have worked on these games, I'm not sure about that, but I'm just making associations. So, yeah. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious. So you're undead?
Precisely. How? Well, I passed up on... And then one day I rose from the grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered and of thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it?
1755.
Oh, he lost his mustache? Was it just... Oh, yeah, put it back on. Oh my god, he's losing it again.
So how did you come back to life?
I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care.
Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there?
Of course! Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master.
Right.
However, I decided not to bother with that and go on my own way. Going south, I passed through Suffolk and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though, I got to listen to a lot of town's gossip.
Care to fill me in on that Suffolk gossip?
Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. There's more. Fishermen fear that Suffolk has been cursed by a sea witch. They said the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella?
A drink and a mop?
Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. So, if you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. Okay, can he even drink? He's a skeleton. Won't it just go straight through? Spoken heart. For you. There. There you go. Scully. A real charmer just for you. Jolly! I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Activist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams and hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, bold man. I did? Yes, if you can enhance the giant process of cells, the incubation procedure could. Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye! Okay. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Okay.
Hey, Inky, how's it going?
All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable?
I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch of lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible.
I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash painful omens. Apologies. My manners. It's impossible to burst into a conversation just like that. It's impolite. I'm Scully.
Fable.
Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity.
That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually...
None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days.
I mean, the stars fell from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world.
There surely are. Like your drinks, Innkeep, the one really gurgled in my bones.
So you already tried one?
Indeed.
Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately.
Of course, coming right up. Does she want a swift strike again?
Yeah, she wants a swift strike.
A signature drink.
There we go. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I need, Innkeeper.
Ah! Ah! Oh! Of course I do. After all, you're a regular. Or, of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular. I mean, she's been here a lot. She was the first one. You're my favorite regular.
I am?
Yes.
And you're my favorite innkeeper.
Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon?
Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better.
Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences.
Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregerin. My treehouse is just around the corner.
Splendid! Sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge.
Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I want to give you.
What did you have for me, Fable?
Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them.
Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So, you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then, with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around.
I hope I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose.
Aww. I need a lot of water today. Whoa! That's his cape? Oh, Kyle! Wow! That I was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate! You wouldn't even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would! Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. It ruins a lot of hard work. Does it now? Oh. Yeah. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, Daring Keeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah! Like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in? Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with a tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Yes, you have, Kyle. It looks like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of old times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is a clock by any chance? I think it might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet. No. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. She wants the frosted lagoon for Miss Frostgrip. Does she still have her earrings? I didn't see that. Let me see. Oh yes, she does. Oh, what? Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. You can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Innkeep, but I must say, you know your job. So, how has the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid and it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Barovia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I hope you get your cape. So you can attend that fancy Barovian vampire banquet and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No? What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Ugh, fine. Oh, wonderful! Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of the sunlight feel on my skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Oh, wonderful! I wonder if my dear Evelyn would decide to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should! The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is! Kyle, you've stolen her, your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if my ex-husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all the holes there. All he holds there. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask, and my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well... yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking towards the mountain peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Oh, you don't want the... okay. I want this one instead. Your usual. There. There you go, Kyle. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does! Thank you, my dear innkeeper! Why don't you tell the innkeeper more about your day, hmm? Right! I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots. The enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had a chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you. Rumor has it these are the roots of the Aether tree. Breaking through the surface and taking a hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes! A very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect the city? The city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined, a detective spirit. Believe the lass made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be onto something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Ria, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't munch on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, Inky. Enjoy a shopping spree. Oh! Someone new! They look really cool, actually. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minty in the flesh? Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more moist. Ha! Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beasts. You've told me of your struggles for traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda's stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope that cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones could do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the lonesome lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely! I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. I don't know if we've done it. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey? I'll do my best. I don't think we've read it. Like at all. I've never heard any talk of Where is it? Oh, this. Oh, this is a new one. Wait, did we not have another? Oh, okay. Peaks Sunrise. This needs an infusion for sure. This one. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's a sparkling nebula. Oh, shit. I did it wrong. I watched the wrong thing. That's the one. Does she want that? Wait. Oh! You know what? Yeah, I'll give her this one. This is... No. She doesn't want that. Oh my god, this is bad. Okay, anyway, this one, this is the one we want. I knew we had a drink with that, with intelligence. I just didn't know that there were several pages now, because we have so many drinks. There you go. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away for almost half a century whilst in my library came to be. Certainly. It should be just below the pile. No, wait. I must have put it over there, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organization habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript? That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing you. It was nice seeing your wary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Nymphy. Have a safe and pearlful journey. I'll try. Oh my god, we need to find the manuscript. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? See, we hadn't even read it. We hadn't even read it. And I have... What? Is this about the manuscript? There are a lot of people in Suffolk. What? Unrest in Suffolk. Mary Morgan. Treasures. What is this supposed to be? Or... Oh, wait! Is it the... maybe it's this... There are a lot of people in Suffolk. Someone is bound to know something about the missing familiars. Yes. Suffolk's docks are a popular viewpoint. The East Tree. Banshee, no. There's a slight unrest in Suffolk, rumors has it. The Archmage is looking for their familiar who went missing recently. Right, this... That? I think I organized it enough, but I don't know. Closing time! Ooh! Chapter 9. Crossing the Threshold. 5th of the Astral Moon. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. She wants her swift strike. Now, I can't. I need to draw it. I can't make it from my mind. I'm not that good at it yet. Thank you. I feel much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admit your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Whoa! A new one again! Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, adventurer! That's what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of these in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventure skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. He wants defense. Defense. A frosted lagoon. For some defense. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I'm Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. An up-and-coming hero from Windmore, and who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable, of the Ashen Grove. You're Fable? Yes? Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Tregorin from werewolves? The very same. Wow! What an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope? Of course! They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family. That's one way to put it, for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible! A true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm, currently living my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? Ah, you know, sometimes. Not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are! I'm just too cool for books. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the innkeeper's journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of what the hell? I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Dirya negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of this world, don't you think? The Dirya negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceros. It's not going all that well, because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Dirya itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea! How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they would mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, you know, physically, with your literal hands. Ah, okay. So, I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course, that sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. He was a little weird. That was adorable.
Weird.
Not because of him. He heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway.
There are much greater heroes than me out there.
He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it.
I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf.
It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Tregorin.
Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments.
Good. Oh, yes.
Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise, right, Mal?
Can I offer you two a drink?
Actually, you can offer us a quest.
Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance?
Your incredible dedication skills strike again.
I'm only trying to match this wits. I'm only trying to match wits here. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars?
I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant.
They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They're not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. Said she can't reach the quest board. And I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest alone? As is customary, that's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. Yes, but Melly isn't a part of the Shadowbanes. She wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle.
I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous. And negligent.
I agree.
You're not coming with me?
No.
Why not?
I just explained that. Badly.
But you have to come with me.
Why?
It's clearly a job for two people.
There's no job that can't be done alone.
What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence?
Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training?
But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me?
I don't know, Melina.
And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex?
Who cares?
Oh my god.
Melina, are you thinking of Malachite as your family right now?
I do.
The T-Rex threat is much lower in Zofford. I think you should go with her. You know what? Yeah, I think you should go with her, Malachite. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar-themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do.
You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you.
Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name's Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed, and to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool will get strawy.
Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely.
Yeah.
I could take care of Rufus.
What?
Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals and pretty decent at crossword puzzles.
That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you?
He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies.
You sing?
Well, sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town.
Oh.
Don't be like that, Melly. I think I prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mal?
Fine. But just this once. See it as a final exam for your training.
Yay! That sounds fun! Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quests?
Don't know. What do you think, detective?
Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant.
Please don't call me that.
Okay. Mighty Mal, then.
No.
How about...
John? Sure.
What?
Just a random name. Yeah.
So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us closely. And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars. They'll all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers, find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence.
I could offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with sweet aftertaste of haste. That way, you should be able to make it to Soford much quicker.
Great idea!
And now his name is John! Oh my god. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part, but we could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remained unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion, not a fair one at least. We should fight first, ask questions later.
I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach?
Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or a fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared.
Does Andu have fire breath?
Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though.
I'd love to try Andrew's marshmallows.
I'll see if I can set something up when you return.
Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us.
That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing.
I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair with it?
Haste for a quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking. Or pure strength for more fire resistance? And some fire resistance? Let me think about it. Oh my god. I need to... Is this for both of them? Oh my god. Defense or... You know, I... Should we do the... Oh my god. Am I making two drinks? I think I should make the fighting one. Just because they'll have defense then. Yeah? I think so. There. Oh! Wait, we only need... Wait. Yeah! The drink's not finished yet. Oh! I need to combine? Oh, okay. Combined with a swift strike. Huh? Wait, combined with that? Sailor's courage? Okay. Whoa! I think John is right. This might not end in a peaceful negotiation. Better safe than sorry. Oh my god, look at the drink. You get it.
I don't want to be I don't want to be mean to them though.
We'll only be mean to the kidnappers. Seems fair.
I guess it is. At least we'll be protected from all the wizards' fireballs.
As we always should be. Let's go. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
If we had taken haste. He's so weird sometimes. It's fun.
I think he just wants to protect you. Don't tell him I said that.
I won't. But do you really think so?
I do.
That would be so sweet. I should catch up with him then.
Good luck on your quest, Melly.
Thank you.
Is it okay if I leave with you? Before he changes his mind about Rufus?
Of course. Then you can sing him a lullaby too.
I don't think I will.
We'll see.
Have fun, Fable.
Thank you.
Fable's sister?
Chrissy.
Innkeeper. Chrissy, glad to see you're alright. Likewise. Good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage, and the birds, and Fable.
I'm
I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy, after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touched the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even scary creatures. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Yeah, remember the gnomes? I actually met some. Really? They had a booth at the convention. We're selling all types of stuff. I remembered our conversation and got you this. Oh! Now that's pretty. What is that? I thought you might appreciate it. I do, thank you. It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Aw, you're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Inkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Okay. It's nighttime. Okay. Baya. Baya! Good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes. A while. 6,000 years! More like 2 months. Oh. I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated? At this time of year? It was for the Bloom Tide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all the 7 moons at once? Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them, a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in the beauty. Such festivities sound exciting. No! They are loud. With their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around like with torches of burning ember, and they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly! You know, I tried to join them one time. The dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed as my prettier poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting, "Demon, begone!" from the top of their lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them another chance. Maybe you should chase them out of your home. Nah, give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might want to crush their bones with them. Ah, but that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia, maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival. You might be right, but I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. Maybe I'll greet them. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I'd definitely buy one. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out. Sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Do you still have those drinks that make you as sturdy as tree bark in case the torches come near me again? In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. I will make you this one. Liquid tree bark, just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel I could devour any torch now. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into my small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that try to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds and pill bugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was the feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Loneliness. I thought I should get out of here and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my services, the werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on the personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupons up in pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies. Together with some jolly little bells, so that the winds would announce their presence. Like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they'll visit me sometime. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, buyer. I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yes, of course. Thank you. Please hand them out to all of your customers. I will happily share the fantastic offer with them. Oh, cute! You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost closing time, buyer. You have to come by earlier, during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that's the point. Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons.
Will do. That's it for now. A new state. That is everything. See you next time under the moonlight. Bye!